I'm Major Scott Husing, and I'll be announcing the event today. So, as you can hear, our first entry is coming up closely, the Patriot Guard Riders. And the Warriors Watch. They are a big part of welcoming home our troops who are deployed, giving them a hero's welcome. And they also proudly serve our wounded warriors whenever they need an escort. They're an amazing organization. So, if they can hear you, please give a big round of applause as they pass by. Coming up now is our lead color guard this year, which is the Scottish American Military Society Post 1921, a military veterans organization. SAMS is a veteran organization open to U.S. and Commonwealth military veterans of Scottish Irish heritage or interest of those cultures. Post 1921 covers California from Fresno to the Oregon line, and Post participates in the Scottish Games, parades, and other events needing a color guard. And in 2016, Post provided a color guard for 72 separate events. The current Post commander is Jerry Long, the Scottish American Military Society. And our Grand Marshal, we're pleased again to have with us today Rear Admiral William W. Copeland Jr., United States Navy. Rear Admiral Copeland retired from the U.S. Navy in 2000 after serving as the commander of the Theodore Roosevelt Battle Group when he entered the Navy in 1965. Cupertino High School Marching Band. Our first band in today's parade is from Cupertino, California. High School proud pioneer brand, 195 members of black and maroon uniform showing up before you. They've been in Disneyland, Hawaii, and the band is proud of this grand tribute to our veterans. The band is directed by Gilbert Uriegas. Following behind the band is this year's president of the United Veterans Council of Santa Clara County, is Dave Sanders. He's the current president of the UVC, and he joins us today. Dave served in Vietnam from 1967 to 1996. Let's hear it for Dave. Behind Dave is the Mounted Patrol of San Mateo County. Here comes the Mounted Patrol. Let's hear it for him. Their patrol was established in 1942, 4 months after Pearl Harbor, to assist the military patrolling the undeveloped coastline of San Mateo County on horseback. And today, the all-volunteer unit supports the community in many equestrian events and activities and the Sheriff's Department. Thank you to the Mounted Patrol of San Mateo County. Next, we have the San Mateo County Horsemen's Association and Color Guard Unit. We'd like to welcome the San Mateo County Horsemen's Association, an award-winning color guard unit, dedicated riders, and their beautiful horses. They ride in so many numerous special events each year, and the Horsemen's Association was founded in 1940 and boasts a membership of well over 500 local equestrians of all disciplines and ages as they bear our nation's colors. Members of this association work tirelessly to promote excellence in horsemanship and preservation of the equestrian experience. Let's hear it for the San Mateo County Horsemen's Association.
Thank you for your service, veterans! God bless our veterans!
I'd like to acknowledge our California State Military Reserve. You can see them in uniform here serving as crossing guards. So if you see them, please shake their hand for their dedicated service today. Thank you, gentlemen. We have Major General Robert Austenberg, United States Army, of our senior VIP and flag staff that's now joining us in the parade in their wonderful classic automobiles. Major General Robert Austenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Next is Major General Kent Hillhouse, United States Army. Let's give him a big round of applause, folks, for these great American heroes. Next is Captain John Hassenplug, United States Navy and a Vietnam veteran. Next is Captain Tim Quigley, retired United States Navy.
Yeah.
Next we have Colonel Taft Aero, Wing Commander of the 129th Rescue Wing. Taft, give him a big wave. Next from the California Army National Guard is Colonel Ray Watts. Woo! Ray, give him a big wave. Yeah. Let's hear it for Colonel Watts, folks. From the United States Army, please welcome Colonel Joe Jolnes. Colonel Moldes, welcome. Following our VIP staff is the Welcome Home Doughboys of World War I. Here's our World War Doughboys, ladies and gentlemen, a young group of historians honoring our fallen and returning home brave veterans from World War I. Following the color guard is a 1916 Pierce Arrow and a 1917 Ford Model T. Everyone in this group is dressed in authentic 1917 period uniforms. These folks are attired in 1918 era American uniforms from the Army, Navy, Marines, and Army Air Service, along with the Red Cross Women's Motor Corps. Let's hear it for our Welcome Home Doughboys 101. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Next is the Ida Price Middle School Marching Band. The Ida Price Middle School Blue and Gold Panther Regiment has been an award-winning group from time of its inception in 1995. More than 275 of the students in the Ida Price Middle School participate in the music program in one of the school's 10 performing ensembles, which are sponsored by the Ida Price Music Boosters. In the Cambrian School District, the band is under the direction of Catherine Lorigan. The staff includes Jeff Pearson, Mariah Heminger, and Alex Frank. Let's hear it for the Ida Price Middle School Marching Band. Panthers. Next is the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War. The Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War and its auxiliary are comprised of direct descendants of those that served honorably during the American Civil War, and they remember the boys in blue and the sacrifices that they made to preserve a united country. Included in the Phil Sheridan Camp 4 membership is a past commander-in-chief of the organization, department commanders, and many that have served in varying capacities with the camp as they display.
Detail, halt! We're gonna get ready to plug our ears because it's gonna be really loud. Okay, ready? I'll tell you when.
Detail! Ready!
Run!
Come to shoulder when ready. Ready! Hey!
Okay, plug them.
Fire!
I wasn't kidding.
Let's hear it for that salute. Is everybody ready for that? I was not. Thanks, Dave, for that heads up. I appreciate that. That's great.
Left, hey,
What was the
hey,
signal?
Forward, march, 5 miles left, march. 5 miles left, march. Up. Left, right. And just left, right. Turn.
Detail! Forward! March! Reset! Forward! Eyes!
Left,
Right!
left, left, right.
Next up, we have the Sons of the American Revolution. The Sons of the American Revolution Silicon Valley chapter is composed of direct descendants of patriots who fought and supported the American Revolutionary War. Following them is the Pearl Harbor survivors. We're pleased to have honored Pearl Harbor survivors with us today, to include 98-year-old Warren Upton of the USS Utah, U.S. Navy. He was 20 when he reported aboard the Utah in 1940. Right behind him is John Bethus, Navy seaman, Headquarters Squadron, Patrol Wing 2. He had to get his parents' permission to join the Navy at age 17. He served as a fighter pilot flying the B-2C Scout bomber. He served 9 months on the USS Enterprise. Next behind him is Ed Schuler, fire controlman of the USS Phoenix. He was 20 when he served on the Phoenix. You still look 20, Ed. Still looking good. His ship was only 500 yards away from the USS Arizona when it went under the water. And finally, Valerie Jean Upton, U.S. Navy nurse, rank of ensign. Jean was 97 years young, and she enlisted in the Navy at age 24 and served as a Navy nurse from 1944 to 1996. Next, behind them, we have our World War II veterans we'd like to recognize, folks.
Woo!
As the Honor Flight Barrier Foundation leads our distinguished guests. It's some very nice vehicles riding in style today, gentlemen. We'd like to welcome United States Marine Jerome J. Blake.
Woo!
Jerome, give him a big wave, sir. Happy birthday, Marine. Happy birthday. And from our Army Air Corps, behind Mr. Blake is Thomas E. Boyd.
Woo!
Wave it high, Mr. Boyd. Happy Veterans Day, sir. Next is Mr. Mac Tinker, United States Army.
Woo!
Behind him, coming up, is Mr. Ralph DiTullio, United States Navy. World War II, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him a big round of applause. And Miss Ginger Jacobson, United States Navy. And in the shiny blue Corvette, we have Mr. Dave Campbell, United States Army, World War II. And next we have Mr. Joe Pacheco with the 7th Division, World War II. Okay. Len Fayok, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And Mr. Victor Bertoldo, World War II, United States Army. And Mr. John Guiducci, World War II. We'd like to recognize that his car was provided and driven by Mr. Bill Campbell. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Next is Ernie Simpson. Mr. Isidro Sanchez, World War II. Yizzy, you all met him earlier. And Mr. Ivan Roche. Wave him high, sir. Happy Veterans Day, United States Navy, World War II veteran. Following our distinguished World War II veterans is the Spirit of 45. Spirit of 45 Day is observed on the second weekend in August of every year, coinciding with the anniversary of August 14th, 1945. That was the day that spontaneous celebrations broke out around the world that the news that the most destructive war in human history was over. And America immediately began laying the foundations for a better future for its children and their children's children, which you can see so proudly displayed from those that led the charge on the posters that they carry today. Let's get a big round of applause for Spirit of 45. Thank you guys, you look great. Hold them up high so everybody can see, turn them to the crowd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Korean War Veterans Association. Korean War Veterans Association. Gentlemen, this is the Irish Pipers Band of San Francisco, formed in 1932. They are the oldest continuously active Irish pipe band west of the Mississippi River, and the band was formed by Irish immigrants. Their bands played at the Golden Gate Bridge, groundbreaking ceremonies, and the band wears the county Wexford tartan and offers free piping and drumming instruction at the United Irish Cultural Center in San Francisco. That's the note I got. Next, we have the Korean War Veterans Association of Northern California. Joining us in the Veterans Day Parade are members of the Korean War Veterans Association, and these proud veterans are annual participants in our parade, and we salute all veterans today. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Next, we'd like to welcome our veterans and special guests riding in their Corvettes. Jerry Svindal.
Woo!
Next is Dr. Stephen Ezek-Oki, Deputy Chief of Medical Staff, Palo Alto, California, at the VA Medical Center. Next is Retired Supervisor Pete McHugh, Retired County Supervisor. Thank you for joining us, Pete.
Yeah!
And Director of Veterans Affairs, Miss Miriam Moses.
Woo!
Thank you for joining us. Please wave to the crowd. And Mr. David Law, Past President of the UVC, Santa Clara County. Dave, get up there. Show them how you are. Among them is Lan Dip and Rose Herrera, City Council members and the Government Liaison United Veterans Council. Rose, give him a big wave. Also an Air Force veteran. Happy Veterans Day. And the former mayor of Sunnyvale, Miss Julia Miller. Following the mayor is the Director of Women's Health Services, Palo Alto, Virginia, Dr. Nicole Grant. Dr. Grant, welcome. And Vietnam veteran, RM3 Phil Mosier. Phil, happy Veterans Day. Welcome home. And from the U.S. Army, Mr. John Warner.
Woo!
Sergeant Warner. And I'd like to also do a salute to Gus Valaris, a World War II vet, and Mike Valaris, who aren't here with us today, just to honor them and say thanks.
Woo!
And Pete Taylor, Staff Sergeant, welcome.
Woo!
Thank you for joining us today. Lieutenant Commander Tonette Kenner, welcome. Happy Veterans Day. Next, I'm very proud to announce our Gold Star families, the Joey Graves Foundation. You saw Kevin Graves up here earlier today, his son Joey. The Gold Star families are riding in a 1972 Vietnam-era deuce-and-a-half classic truck. It's provided by Some Gave All. The Joey Graves Foundation is being driven by Mr. Kevin Graves, who presented the Governor's Award earlier. Specialist Joseph Graves was killed in action in Iraq in 2006. And the mission of Some Gave All is to honor all fallen heroes and provide programs and venues to support Gold Star families. And their motto is, inspired by one to honor all, should remind us. Never forget, never, ever forget. Next up are the South Bay Blue Star Moms. The South Bay Blue Star Moms were established in 2004 as your local chapter, National Organization of Blue Star Mothers of America, founded during World War II. And the Blue Star Moms continue to concentrate on providing support to its members, active duty military troops, sending care packages to those serving overseas. I love my Blue Star moms. And they work so closely with our Gold Star families as well. It's one amazing family that helps support our nation's veterans. Zoe Lofgren, Congresswoman, thank you for joining us today, the Honorable Ms. Lofgren. She represents the 19th District. And following Congresswoman Lofgren is Ro Khanna, representing District 17. The Honorable Mr. Khanna. Thank you for joining us today. We're honored to have you. Right behind him is Senator Bell. Senator Bell is from District 15.
We love you, Jim.
Doing great things for our U.S. nation's veterans. Behind him is State Senator Bob Wachowski, District 10. Thank you, sir, for being here, supporting our nation's vets. Thank you for your service. And representing District 27 is State Assembly Member Ash Kalra. Next is the Neighborhood Christian Center. Here they are from the Neighborhood Christian Center, established in 1981 as a service for families and children of the community. They're a unique and the first early childhood program to be a green certified organization committed to teaching sustainable living to kids ages 2 to 5. So they start them off very early. That's amazing. They're here walking and biking, staying green in the parade today and showing their gratitude to say a huge thank you to veterans. Thank you for your support. Sharky, give it up for Sharky. The San Jose Sharks, please welcome S.J. Sharkey, the official mascot, and his presence is at every game. You can see him. I saw him last night floating around town. Dave Cotese, County Supervisor and Chairman of the Board. And our Mayor, Sam Liccardo. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us today, and thank you for supporting our nation's veterans. We're honored to have you. And from District 2, Ms. Cindy Chavez. Thank you for being with us today. Councilmember Jimenez, Sergio Jimenez, thank you for being with us. And City Councilmember Johnny Camus, thank you. Welcome, City Councilmember Deb Davis. Thank you for joining us today. I think that mustache deserves its own entry in the parade. I didn't get an announcement on that mustache, but ladies and gentlemen, take a look at that thing. Next we have Dave Sykes, San Jose City Manager. It's 4GT. Dave, thanks for joining us today. Next is Santa Clara Sheriff Lori Smith. Woo! Sheriff Smith, thank you. Please welcome the Union Middle School Marching Band. The Tigers, San Jose. The members of this band enjoy performing in parades everywhere. Their green, silver coats, and black pants, sharp uniforms. The band will perform a patriotic medley with drum cadences, and the students in the band recognize the importance of our nation's veterans today. Let's hear it for the Tiger Marching Band, folks. Next, we have the American Legion District 13. Sherry Henry is the commander. Their District 13 encompasses the county of Santa Clara, and it serves all veterans. They're proactive in promoting veteran entitlements, legislation, and all the entitlements our nation's heroes deserve. They've got numerous youth programs for their future as well as education, and they work with our community in San Jose to benefit all. The Auxiliary American Legion, District 13, some of the members are also joining us today. These ladies support our veterans and all of the military causes. American Legion Auxiliary Unit 318 is the Auxiliary Willow Glen Unit, established in San Jose in 1931, and has John Dvorak. John, please wave your hand. Army Corps of Engineers on Tinian Island in the Pacific Theater during World War II. We're pleased to have you with us. Okay. Next is we have the American Legion Kathy Post 384 and 419. Some are mixed in, folks. All of our American Legion members. Al Portolano, Coronel Portolano, U.S. Army, World War II. Please give Al a big round of applause.
Yeah!
Next is the American Legion Post 791. And they bring representatives today from the Mayfair Post, from San Jose, Sons of the American Legionnaires, and the Women's Auxiliary. Over 25 years of continuous participation in this parade, folks.
8, 4, 9.
Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for supporting the veterans.
8, 4, 9.
Coming up behind American Legion 791 is the American Legion Northside Post, 858. In their massive international truck. They are from Noble Avenue, San Jose, and the officers of the post consist of World War II vets and Vietnam veterans. And they're honoring veterans today with their patriotic entry and marchers, which are following the honor. Thank you for being with us today. Happy Veterans Day. American Legion Post 858. Wave to the crowd, folks. They're here to see you. Thank you for your service. The Darwin J. Thomas Memorial, Chapter 201, Vietnam Veterans of America. Joining us today is the Vietnam Veterans of America, Memorial Chapter 201 to San Jose. The VVA is the only congressional chartered veterans organization dedicated to Vietnam and Vietnam veterans. Let's hear it for them. Thank you for being with us, ladies and gentlemen. Dave's sputtering things in broken Vietnamese next to me, and I'm not sure if it's appropriate, so. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. The Valley Transit Authority is proud to include dozens of U.S. military veterans throughout the agency. And they represent every job from bus and light rail operators to fair inspectors and administration. They've got some special guests with them today. Recently celebrating a birthday is retired Naval Captain Maury Wortham. He's only 102 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Wortham, happy Veterans Day and happy birthday. Rev it up for the captain.
Yeah!
The first vehicle in their motorcade is the parade's specially wrapped Veterans Bus, which shows the pride for the agency for all the veterans. With its low-floor hybrid bus, proudly displaying all branches of service. Next is the replica of the 1959 General Motors coach that Miss Rosa Parks rode in her courageous stand against discrimination against African Americans in the American South. Next we have the 522 Blue. The new Flyer Excelsior articulated bus is 60 feet long, more than 1.5 times as long as the average transit bus from the Valley Transit Authority. And finally, we have a 40-foot long 2016 Dilling hybrid vehicle, which is locally made and proudly displays VTA's brand new logo. Doing some tricks for you folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the ASEA Shriners of San Mateo. They're under Captain Danny Stillner. It was organized in 1902 and they serve as the ASEA Shriners Color Guard. Divian, the ASEA Shriners officers, under the direction of the illustrious potentate Mike Dwyer and his divan. Shriners support 200 Shriners hospitals for children in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and elsewhere. They help children under 18 years old with orthopedic problems, burns, spinal problems, and cleft palates. The Legion of Honor. Commander Jim Williams, organized in 1946. This section crew in their antique 1937 fire truck with the Calliope. And their well-known little cars can't have a parade without Shriner unit folks. In this case, Corvettes, fire trucks, and go-karts. And in the Shriners trolley, we have their ladies. The Shriners help children regardless of any financial benefits. They're always willing to help out for anybody's ability to pay. If you know a child with one problem that needs help, please contact the Shriners. Here's our Shriner Trailer McClowns under the direction of James Dingman. They were organized in 1980 and they entertain Shriners hospitals for children and participate in parades, Special Olympics, and all sorts of other charity activities. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for coming out here and supporting the parade today. The AAK's Court 92 Lady Shriners. Joining other Shriners, these ladies are from San Jose. They raise money for the Northern California Hospital for Children in Sacramento and the other 21 hospitals in the US, Canada, and Mexico. And these hospitals also help all children with all sorts of problems. So thank you for being with us today. Next we have the Andrew Hill High School JRTC. The Falcon Battalion from Andrew P. High School. JRTC program is marching in its 23rd year in the San Jose Veterans Day Parade. They feature their color guard, drill team, honor guard without arms, and drill team with arms, and their drum corps. Please watch their presentation.
Hold. Center. March. Forward. March. Left. 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 Right. Left. 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 Right. Left. 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 Honor guard. Hold. Present. Arts.
Order. On.
Order. Arts. Honor guard. Forward.
Left.
In the line.
Face. Target. Touch. Push.
Forward. March.
Left.
Left.
Forward.
Let's hear it for the Falcon Battalion JROTC program from Andrew Hill High School. Great job, the future leaders of America. All the great JROTC programs throughout America are really the backbone of filling our ranks. Veterans taking pride in what they do, and all the schools that support them, breeding future generations of great Americans just like you to defend our nation. Very proud to have them out here today. The San Jose Vet Center is a community-based and part of the Department of VA, established in 1979, and provides services to veterans who served in all war zones and other periods. Operation Enduring Freedom, Iraqi Freedom, and Enduring Freedom welcome home veterans with a seamless transition, along with our veterans negatively affected by military sexual trauma.
Yeah.
And the goal of the Vet Center is to provide a broad range of services of counseling, education, outreach, referral to all eligible veterans.
Well, we got a little gap in here. Want the Vice Admiral, or the Rear Admiral, excuse me. Come on up, Cope, for a minute. Presented to William W. Winston Copeland, Rear Admiral, Navy, retired, Grand Marshal, Veterans Day Parade, November 11th, 2017. Where are you, Sherry, for a picture? San Jose, for duty, honor, country, United Veterans Council of Santa Clara County. Thank you. I'm supposed to talk slower. Come on, Sherry, get up here. Anyway, thank you, Cope, for being our Grand Marshal.
Okay, next we're going to welcome the San Jose Vet Center again. We'd like to thank the San Jose Vet Center for coming out today and joining us. Whether they work or volunteer at one of the many U.S. Veterans Administrations and vet centers across the nation, especially in California, we rely on their services and their support, and everybody that put some effort and energy to help our nation's veterans. Thank you for coming out today and supporting
For sure. Thank you.
the San Jose Veterans Day Parade. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Next up is the Kiwanis Club presenting us their military-themed float. The Kiwanis Club from the area. Kiwanis International represents over 600,000 members with 700 individual clubs in over 80 countries around the world. Division 12 Kiwanis is here in Silicon Valley, and their numbers over 450 members in 15 Bay Area clubs and over 1,400 students in youth leadership programs. The Kiwanis Clubs of Silicon Valley has been serving children and our community for over 100 years. Thank you to the Kiwanis Club of San Jose for joining us here today. We'd now like to welcome the Girl Scouts Cadet Troop 60779. Joining us are nearly 50 members of the Girl Scout Cadet Troop from San Jose, and they are extremely proud to be marching in our parade today and salute all veterans on this special day. Thank you, Girl Scouts. Are those some brownies behind them? Next, we have the Naval Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, Milpitas High School. They are led by Lieutenant Margie Jackson, retired United States Coast Guard. And this unit has a proud tradition of service to youth and local military dating back to 1977, when the program was established at the former Samuel Air High School, chartered by Congress in 1964. And it expanded in the nation's high schools and currently stands at 624 units. Let's hear it for the Naval Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, Milpitas High School. Cub Scout Pack 32, let's march on up, guys. Pack 32 is out of Santa Clara, and this pack is chartered by the American Legion Post 419 that you saw earlier, and they're honored to be participating in our parade. Thank you, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Webelos. Another great generation of good Americans. Love them. Local 412, the Sprinkler Pipers. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Veterans Day. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, thank you for coming out with us today. And the International Union Painters and Allied Trades, Local 507, thank you for your support.
Start the fire!
Please welcome the Oak Grove High School Air Force Junior ROTC. Here we have California 861 Oak Grove High School Air Force JROTC under the direction of Cadet Colonel Dang Nguyen, Cadet Major Stephen Din, and Master Sergeant Wilson Tran leading the drill teams as their esteemed color guard, followed by their Sabre Bravo rifle teams. Next is the military Jeep Elsinore, fully restored Ford Jeep EW World War II Jeep, and the markings recognize and commemorate the 3rd Marine 23rd Armor Regiment 323, headquartered in San Bruno, California. Driving the vehicle is Elsinore of South San Francisco and accompanied by First Lieutenant John Baker with their wives Sharon and Barbara. Hi, Sharon. Barbara. Recognizing the contributions of Rosie Riveters during World War II. Right behind them is the Military Vehicle Collectors of California. The Military Vehicle Collectors of California is a non-profit organization dedicated to the preservation of the history of military vehicles of all nations and all periods. And they have participated in this parade for over 25 years and look forward to many, many years to come. We'll see you here next year for the 100th parade, right? They welcome anyone with an interest in military history to join them in their endeavor. So if you'd like more information, please reach out to the Military Vehicle Collectors of California. Thank you for being with us today. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. Following the Military Vehicle Collectors of California, we have the Billy DeFrank LGBTQ Community Center representing today's parade. And the marchers represent their veterans, families, friends, and supporters. And thanks go out to the Billy DeFrank Community Center for joining us today. Thank you for joining us today and supporting our nation's veterans. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. Next we have Team Red, White, and Blue of San Jose, and the representatives. Their mission is to enrich the lives of American veterans by connecting them and their community through physical and social activities. And they were founded in 2010. And Team RWP and its 108,000 members bring veterans, families, and citizens together through authentic social interaction, community physical fitness, and shared experiences at 187 communities across the globe. Next is the Remembering 9/11 vehicle with Cynthia Kessinger. And this entry is a tribute to those that lost their lives under the greatest attacks of terrorism on our nation, September 11, 2001. Next is the Spirit of Sunnydale Marching Band. Independent, all-age marching band based in Sunnyvale. They participate in parades, concerts in the Bay Area, and they'll be playing over there. And this is their second appearance in the San Jose Vets Day Parade. Spirit of Sunnydale Marching Band, folks. Let's give it up for them. Thank you. Next is the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. They're a worldwide fraternal organization of both men and women dedicated to the goals of visiting the sick, educating needy children, and relieving the distress. Odd Fellows seek to create global change by acting locally. Their motto is friendship, love, and truth. And the first branch of the Odd Fellowships in America was established in 1819. And the first California Lodge was opened in 1849. Let's hear it for the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Thank you very much. Next is the San Jose Unified School District. We'd like to welcome staff and students from the San Jose Unified School District. San Jose Unified is the largest and most diverse school district in Santa Clara County that serves more than 30,000 students. They employ over 3,000 staff at 40 schools from downtown south to Alameda Valley. Thank you, San Jose Unified, for being with us here today. Next, we have the Native Sons of the Golden West, Observatory Patrol 177. They're a fraternal organization established in 1875. Native Sons of the Golden West
Thanks for your service, brother.
strive to benefit and improve social activities for Native Californians, to perpetuate the memory of the days of 49 and unite them statewide by ties of friendship, loyalty, and charity. Thank you for supporting us today.
Thank you for your service.
Cub Scout Pack 43 of Santa Clara. The Scouts salute all veterans who serve this great county. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and Cub Scouts for coming out today and supporting us on Veterans Day. Next is the International Association of Workforce Professionals. Their mission is to provide members with education and leadership tools of tomorrow while making a positive impact on the community. Thank you very much, IAWP, for being with us today to celebrate Veterans Day. Thank you. Next, please welcome the Mount Pleasant High School Junior ROTC. The Mount Pleasant JROTC is located in East Side Union High School District in the Mount Pleasant Marine Corps Junior ROTC Leadership Program within the school. They strive to develop student leaders, responsible citizens, and increase confidence. There's no requirement to join any military service. The William C. Overfelt High School Marching Band and cheerleaders, built in 1962. William C. Overfelt High School is on the east side of San Jose. It provides educational and extracurricular activities and opportunities for over 1,500 students. Playing the Marines hymn on the bagpipe is the Boy Scout Troop 325 of San Jose. And they've been serving the community for over 60 years and have produced 100 Eagle Scouts. That's an amazing accomplishment. The troop is proud to be marching today in support of our nation's veterans. Thank you very much, Troop 325. March on! Smile, it's allowed, it's Veterans Day, we're here to celebrate. It's the toughest looking pack of Boy Scouts I've seen in a while. Next we have the Student Partners with Veterans marching in our parade. It's a non-profit organization founded by Audrey Lee. And the program conducts student interviews of veterans, shares veteran stories, and invites veterans to speak at schools, host events with veterans organizations, and encourage students to volunteer with VA events. A great organization. If you're a veteran out there and you have a story to tell, you need to contact organizations like this and share your stories, because they're vital messages that the youth of our nation need to hear. The 297th Medical Company Area Support Group based out of San Mateo. Please give a big round of applause. Their mission is to stand ready to deploy on order of the Governor of California or the President and mobilize for war. War to respond to national emergencies. As a premier medical unit, it's capable of providing far forward-reaching emergency medical care. Accompanying the soldiers are their families who endure some of the same sacrifice and support. Our military families, thank you so much for being here with us and standing behind us as we do our nation's work. Thank you so much and happy Veterans Day. Next, we have the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Almaden Flotilla 48. They're from San Jose and bring the auxiliary member of a 21-foot patrol boat used for conducting safety patrols and search and rescue missions. Next, we have the Service Employees International Union. Here are the members of the SEIU, Local 521. They are proud to service their community. They have members who are vets from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Desert Storm. And they are proud union members and even prouder veterans. Thank you for joining us today. Please welcome Local 9423 at AFL-CIO. Thank you for joining us today. Happy Veterans Day. And right behind them is Troop 287, the Boy Scouts of America. Thank you for supporting us today, coming out. And the Girl Scouts. Let them hear it. Let me hear it. Joe, did you hear that Girl Scout? She sounded like one of the toughest soldiers from the Marines that hit the beaches of Guadalcanal. You could have used her. Thank you for joining us today. Next, we have the Girl Scouts, Troop 60757. And Boy Scouts, Troop 163. Thank you for joining us today. Next, we have the Conservative Forum of Silicon Valley. The Conservative Forum of Silicon Valley is a nonprofit organization to promote principles of American liberty through education, and the forum supports troops and vets with various activities throughout the entire year. On this special day, we're joined by the owners of these beautiful classic cars to say thank you to all of our veterans. And we say thank you for joining us today to pay tribute to our nation's veterans. Thank you very much. They're from San Jose High School Marching Warrior Band from Fremont, California. The Mission San Jose High School Marching Band performs in parades, reviews, and concerts throughout the year. And the band has represented our country internationally in Paris, London, Madrid, Edinburgh, Australia, Rome, Maastricht. And last April, the band and orchestra performed in Australia in the Sydney Royal Easter Show and the Bendigo Easter Festival. Our march this year is titled Valdres. Mission San Jose, let's hear it. Listen up, be entertained by the marching band. Let's hear it for the Warrior Marching Band, folks. Great job, Warriors. That's terrific. Next, we have the Rotary Club of San Jose. The representatives from the Rotary Club are riding in a trolley, sponsored by the Military Care Committee of the Rotary Club of San Jose, District 5170. And they would like to salute and honor all of our veterans. Thank you for coming out and supporting us today. Happy Veterans Day. I see a lot of veterans on that trolley. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Next, we have the Junior ROTC. They're from Silver Creek, Navy Junior ROTC, bringing up 3 marching units today to include their color guard, marching unit, and drill team with rifles. They were commissioned in 1993 and have been annual participants in this parade, and we are very pleased to have you back again this year. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mountain Charlie, Chapter 1850, for joining us today in today's parade. Next, we have the American Red Cross, Silicon Valley Chapter. Hey, they're motivated. I like to hear that. Service to the Armed Forces for American Red Cross provides support for military members, family, and the community, and disaster relief, as many know, and they educate their members in the community and are chartered to provide services since 1904. Thank you, American Red Cross, for coming out today. Thank you. Next, we have the American GI Forum San Jose Chapter. And they are also from the East Valley Chapter. The American GI Forum has proudly served veterans and their families in California since the late 1960s. The organization provides scholarships and grants to local high school students and have partnerships with San Jose Scholarship Foundation. And they're pleased to welcome Marion Sanchez, the commander of the San Jose GI Forum, and their motto is, "Education is our freedom, and freedom should be everybody's business." Great motto. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Next, we have the Boulevard Bombs Car Club. Their mission is to help the less fortunate, especially the homeless, veterans and kids, and they feed the homeless. They provide care packages, coats, blankets, and much more. Turkeys for homeless shelters. And this is all made possible with the donations of volunteers and supporters of Boulevard Bombs Car Club. You look great today. Thanks for coming out. Let's hear it for the Boulevard Bombs Car Club, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Washington High School Marching Band. Let's welcome them. They're from Fremont, California. These fine musicians compete regularly around the Bay Area and are very excited to be here celebrating our veterans. Go Huskies! Let's hear it for them, folks. their first time in the San Jose Veterans Day Parade, we'd like to welcome the Eagle Field Foundation. Eagle Field Foundation is a non-profit educational foundation, and they focus on military technology, youth education, and veteran appreciation. Displayed here are 2 LRDG World War II vehicles. These long-range Desert Group vehicles were used by the Allies as raiding units deep behind enemy lines, and also the XM800 light tank designed during the Vietnam War was built by FMC of San Jose. It's the only running XM800 in the world.